to me here at the undergraduate level, I really want someone to know how to read a script, how to pull the information out of it, and how to build to that next level. I feel that's what the liberal arts education is all about, and the more I can give that to students, the better.
I think for students coming in here, as probably students coming into contact with any theater program, the tip of the iceberg and the most visible aspect of it is the acting portion and the production portions. And of course, they are the physical exemplars of our laboratories. But one of the things that both as a department and then, of course, for theater as an art form, that most intrigues me is the inherent interdisciplinariness of it. Students start with performance-oriented classes, beginning acting, and then a course called the creative process, which is sort of impossible to explain, but ultimately life-changing. And then we move into the other areas of the discipline. Literature is a primary focus, and many, if not all, students study playwriting and directing.
You're going to direct, you're going to design, you're going to take a class where you're exploring creativity without it being tied to any particular medium. By the time you have advanced in your education in the theater department, though, you're going to have had substantial experiences in different classes, and people change their ideas about what they want to do.
So what we aim to do is to give a coherent and not a narrow, but an expansive view of the multiple possibilities of theater. And I think it makes a difference in the quality of thinking about work, and it dignifies it. I think theater is too easily diminished as, mere entertainment, and that's not how we look at work here, and that's not how the people who come through this program look at work.
One thing that goes on when you're at a liberal arts school that you can't do at a conservatory is far-reaching interdisciplinary work where maybe your class happens to be playwriting and science. Maybe there's a political aspect to what you're doing. Just a month ago, a teacher who was going to teach a hand-drawn animation winter term was looking for a script, asked me to adapt a full-length play of my own, and the next thing we had a 13-minute video, music by one of our favorite and famous alums, Aeneas Mitchell, hand-drawn by these studio art students. So when I get a student in class, it's almost like you can't miss.
Okay, so a 700 is the independent work that a senior theater major has to do to graduate.
They're putting all that theory into practice, and not just by themselves. I really feel like the 700 project is about collaborating.
So students can make all kinds of choices, and they are really wonderful opportunities for the students to have complete ownership of a process and of a product. And the quality of the work is simply terrific. And we, the faculty, we function as advisors, but the work is theirs. So they are a central part of the program. We have done that for years, and we are very, very committed to that being the culminating experience of a theater major.
It's that next movement up that chain of understanding. So that's, for me, is where 700s lie, is that culminating work, pulling it all together, putting everything you've learned here, research, collaboration, your design aesthetic, everything coming together from theory now to the practical.
The Potomac Theater Project, now called PTP/NYC, is actually about to begin its 26th season. That'll be the summer of 2012.
And our intention was, with a third colleague who runs the conservatory at BU, Jim Petosa, was to do professional theater in Washington, D.C. that basically reflected the interests of that community, and bring together professional actors from Washington and New York in hand with our student majors and have them both basically perform these plays that we were doing down there. But after 20 years of producing down there, the directors felt they needed a new challenge. And so we moved to New York City, and again, bringing students who audition and present a kind of maturity that would make this experience a real opportunity for them. And of course, the environment is considerably different. The stakes are higher. The critical community is 10 times the size, and of course, the audience are different as well. We are the only college, liberal arts or university, that provides this opportunity for theater majors. That is to say, going to Manhattan, working with professional actors, and producing theater for the New York critical community and the New York theater-going community.
It's also emblematic of the strength of the alumni network here, which is extraordinary. Our tagline when people get to the point of graduation is to say, you're not leaving, you're never leaving. And the truth is that people don't. They just morph into a different relationship with the program, which expresses itself primarily in the assistance that they give to the students who follow them. So it's a really powerful legacy.
I think what makes us special is the passion that we share for theater and our commitment to theater's ability to make the world change. And I can borrow the words of the great choreographer Pina Bausch and adapt them for my own purposes and say, make theater, otherwise we're lost. It's as simple as that.